Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to be doing a little bit something different. As some may have noticed, we've gotten a new set of decks, basically rotation proof, and everyone says that all of them kind of suck. But here's the thing: these decks are not really made for the super player. They're not really made for the one who already has the meta deck and whatnot. These are made for those who are just getting their feet wet. Like, you may have had your account for a long time, but let's say you invite a friend. Okay, let's say you have a friend to begin with, and let's say you invite someone. Hey, you should try this out, Arena. Their first dip is not. They're not going to have all the. They're not gonna have all the wild cards they need. They're going to probably just have a handful. And for the most part, they're really only gonna be able to play with these with these decks. I'm not gonna explore the 5 monocolor decks because that one's the same all throughout. They're all based on Arena. I think I did a video before. It's definitely obsolete now because some standard rotated, but they kind of work for the most part. Here we're gonna focus on the new decks. See what they focus on. We'll give them a run on standard 2021 play. I'm not risking my rank here. We're gonna do it on play first. In fact, if you're starting out, you should do it on play for now. Just get your feet wet, play a few games. Then we're gonna see how we're going to improve this deck. So first things first, we're going to actually take a look. So this is called Starry-Eyed. It's basically white-blue constellation. There are a few artifacts. These are pretty much the first things I might remove. But we're gonna set a few ground rules here. We're gonna try to put as many. We're not gonna stock replace everything with rares and mythics. We're gonna try to maintain as many of the originals possible. If we do make replacements, they will be they'll be uncommon or common if possible. The only ones that we might not, the only ones we won't skimp on are the mana base. We'll definitely have 3 to 4 fabled passages because that's pretty much going to be the new fetch land at this point. The temples, that one might be more optional depending on how aggro the deck is. But let's take a look at this one first. Let's investigate. So the deck pretty much revolves around enchantment creatures. So we got Eidolon Philosophy, Stinging Lionfish, Naiad of the Hidden Coves. Birth of Meletis actually creates an artifact creature, so it kind of counts. So how does this try to win? A big Shambling Suit. Luminous Broodmoth gives it some protection, so you could still get the Shambling Suit flying through it. Archon of Sun's Grace, a way to get flyers up there. Elspeth Conquers Death, one off in case we need to answer stuff. If we go for the long game, we have Kiora, Best the Sea God. Brine Giant is also another way to get stuff on the big stuff on the ground on the cheap. So we have multiple ways of attack. My initial concern is, let's see, Stinging Lionfish. We really won't benefit from this. Our only instants are Karametra's Blessing and Thirst for Meaning. And Capture Sphere. And Capture Sphere is even questionable. So we only get 7 shots with this. But it does untap, so that might be relevant. Naiad of the Hidden Coves, this one is one we're more likely to keep, especially if we can set our deck up in a way to take advantage of this. We'll take a look at how to do that. But we're going to give this a shot. All the decks will pretty much have 24 to 25 lands. They'll have 4 copies of the ETB tap, the life gain land, and they'll have 1 temple. That's consistent all throughout. So we're gonna give this deck a go. We'll see how it works. You notice I've already made a clone because that's the one I'm going to edit afterwards. So standard 2021 play. Today is Starry-Eyed. So how many games are we gonna go through this? We probably might do 2. No, we'll do at least 3 games. I think I might even go as far as 4. Then we'll discuss how to make the changes. This is not gonna be a very long video. I already have several ideas in mind, in particular for this one. Now the deck has each deck will have about 2 mythics and 5 rares, including the temple. So we'll try not to break 12 rares. As far as the mythics go, I'm maybe just 1 more mythic, not too many. So this one is relatively reasonable start. We got a temple in. We kind of want one more white source, but we do have a temple into a naiad. We can, and we have some action, so we'll go for that. Midnight Clock. It ramps us, but we have other things to do at this one, so we're actually going to skip this one. This might be a mistake, but I want to hit that second white source as soon as possible. Okay, no white source, but we do have a stinging lionfish. And I'm pretty sure our opponent knows we're playing with a we're playing with the Precon at this point. Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's also the one. Okay, opponent plays Sprite Dragon. One. Okay, I did forget about the Arcanus out. So we actually have multiple options. I can wait for this to grow, then hit it with the Banishing Light. Actually, we'll do that. So I'll play Naiad if they hit with Pose first. Our opponent's probably gonna invest quite a bit of burn here. Might try to grow this one. We'll respond likewise by nuking this one. Though, yeah, the nice thing about this is that okay, opponent shocks, so that's one burn spell. Stormwing Entity. Okay, we now have. Now this has prowess, but the size will always be the same. Okay, we did hit our 4th mana. I'm tempted to just play the Archon of Sun's Grace, then dole out the Banishing Light with Karametra's Blessing next turn. It's a risk. Alternately, what I can do is I can play the Karametra's Blessing, swing first, try to bait that Karametra's Blessing because we're not exactly blocking anyway. Okay. Then we'll just Banishing Light this now. And opponent concedes very quickly. It looks like I think our opponent did not have anything else in their hand after that. So it looks like I have to keep in mind. Actually, this is not just for me. It's also what are the other decks I'm probably going to run into. So that's one possibility. I'm already assuming I'm going to run into an Adventures deck soon. I'm going to run into a Cycling deck soon. Actually, Historic got a lot of goodies for Cycling. I'm probably going to... I already run into a bunch of Mutate decks. So those are the 3 flavors I've been running into so far. Not so much into enchantments yet, but those are quite... but we're probably going to run into them quite a bit. Actually, we might do 2 versions of... Nah, let's just run 1 version. I'm thinking that this deck could benefit from becoming a Yorion version, but we don't exactly go full control. The Yorion version pretty much runs a ton of rares anyway, so that one is super not cheap. We'll just do 2 versions. And so... Actually, this one not so bad. We can run into a Shambling Suit. And we might as well test this out because we have no idea how good or bad this is. I'll definitely play that first. One is playing food, so... Yeah, Wicked Wolf is a problem. Oh no, this is Ram. Okay, opponent wants to send a message. We need to stop drawing lands at this point, but we do have a Capture Sphere, which is okay. So next turn, play a land, pass. Oh, this is a lot of Ram. So we're definitely holding up Capture Sphere for something else. So that will not be this turn. So yeah, since we're at this point, let's run Eidolon Philosophy and another Bird of Miletus. Yeah, generally the white-blue deck, especially if you run in Banishing Light. Okay, banishes the Eidolon. Well, it's not exactly aggro at this point. In fact, my real concern is what is the big thing that they're holding on to, and should I really save a Capture Sphere for them? Okay. So, no, back to 6. In fact, it'll be back to 7 if I don't cast Capture Sphere. I will play the Shambling Suit. Also, interesting, our opponents at Mono Green, they ended up spending... So, Banishing Light... They managed to cast Banishing Light even without the white mana. So, that's it. This could actually just be green-white enchantment. So, not enchantment. This is still a good removal. Opponent is just making tokens and another Banishing Light. Go figure. So, at least we're not getting hit. Oh, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This the... You know what? I'm going to pass. Because there's no real rush right now. I know our opponent is saving for something big. Well, the fact... Okay. We could do this all day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, our opponent's not casting anything. They're just making food tokens, so they're bound to have some... I'm just gaining life. I have honestly no idea what this deck's up to. Capture Sphere is a no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one feels weird. Maybe I did it too early. I should have tried to hold up for the Capture Sphere. There's a Questing Beast. Now I could just take it for now. Our opponent hasn't done anything. Now, with our opponent doing that, they actually can't... Well, they can still block. Basically, chump blockers. So, next turn, we're gonna probably... Our opponent probably plays another one. Yep. Takes another 4. Yeah, take a hit again. This time, we'll swing with this one again. We definitely have enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we just need 6. This only counts enchantments, so I'll offer the trade. Nope. Okay. So yeah, I probably should block at this point. Feels bad. Opponent produces white again. Is this yet another Banishing Light? Oh, they actually did have a Plains. Elspeth conquers that. Takes out the Shambling Suit. Oh, and they're gonna get the Questing Beast unless we can do something about that. But we're so land flooded at this point, it probably doesn't really matter. I take it back. Now we have to nuke this one. I can't exactly wait. Well, technically I could have waited next turn. Oh, opponent has an Elder Garderoth. Now someone please hit us with our own Elspeth Conquers Death. Luminous Broodmoth. We could have used that earlier. But yeah, this is a lost game already for us. Opponent probably draws a card. Yeah, they're gonna start drawing cards. We might as well start binning these. It won't come back. Opponent has another Elspeth. Yeah, we really should get more Elspeth Conquers Deaths at this point. Also, a way to blink these back and forth would be great. Okay, we're definitely conceding here. We're literally flooded. So yeah, and we kind of wasted a lot of time. Our opponent managed to ramp up a bit, but they did take quite a while to set up. So, but still, a lot of our cards were technically subpar. It's also sad that because the one card I can think of in this situation is Blast Zone, but that one's going away. So planar cleansing. I'm trying to remember if that's. I think that's M20. So that one's not an option either. Yeah, it looks like if we're looking for a mass enchantment removal, it might be coming in Zendikar Rising. So it's something for us to look forward to, maybe. Well, technically, no. Even the one in... No, green has one. It makes a bunch of trees left over. So it actually helps us there too. So... Not a very great start. But I will keep this anyway. Well, we're forced to play this. We kind of want to hit more mana, but we don't have to hit it right away. So next turn I just play Eidolon, play the Tranquil Cove. Next turn, Stinging Lionfish, hold up. Karametra's Blessing. Opponent's playing white-red. Oh, it could be Knights. So we're just gonna take the 2. Our opponent might have removal for this, which can't really do anything about it. No, Acclaimed Contender. So this is all in on Knights. Yeah, generally with... Yeah, so the hand that we kept is really bad for this. Like, we're only gonna have 2 things and maybe a Karametra's Blessing. Opponent even has a Pacifism. I guess we're holding stuff back. Not attacking because our opponent's gonna pacify the Stinging Lionfish. If we have to snipe one... Oh, we might not even get the snipe. Let's see, the Pacifism definitely comes down first. Oh, he's not gonna cast it right away. Well, I guess if he's not gonna burn it, we just take it for now. Yeah, because our opponent is signaling a burn spell. The passive, if they tried to cast a Pacifism earlier, maybe I would have considered it. But swinging all out like this is definitely removal spell waiting to happen. So we're taking a bit of a beating though. Hack-Toss the Unscarred. Okay. 2, 3, or 4. It's the one CMC we don't have. And the Capture Sphere dodges that too. So can't block that. We're definitely taking 6. We got Karametra's Blessing, but yeah, unless we can score something that's exactly 3 CMC, we're so dead. And we're now, and I think our opponent just pumps this, so we are forced to block. Let's see what our opponent does in response. Emperor Cleave. Yeah, we're dead. So super aggro is also another possibility. So definitely the Stinging Lionfish. Yeah, Stinging Lionfish is not great if we don't have a way to tap stuff down. No, at instant speed. That's the caveat. We can't just be doing this all in... We can't just be doing this in on our turn. We can't do it. We have to do it defensively. That's the nature of white-blue. So what am I thinking here? So right now I'm thinking of of the omens, like the blue omen and the white omen, are probably the two best omens, and they're all definitely coming in. Alseid probably comes in also because it's a very good way to get protection. We definitely need a board wipe style effect, so Shatter the Sky will come in. We're basically just buying time to draw stuff. The catch is how... Well, we might not necessarily have to force ourselves to answer Hack Toss. It's going to be hard if you're doing it on a budget. I might have to rethink how many rares to allocate. But yeah, we're definitely keeping this. Vanishing to Fable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's virtually plausible. So I'll hold it on top. Because I can cast... Because we can get a blowout with this if our opponent happens to be not so fast. So, Tranquil Cove. Eidolon. Next turn Plains Midnight Clock. Then we're 2 turns away. Opponent's also kind of slowing down, so we have that. I'm gonna play the Midnight Clock first because we really do want to ramp and have an artifact. Okay, thank goodness our opponent did not have oh, Titan Rex. This might be a reanimation style deck, or it could just be mono green, or it could just be our opponent quickly conceding. But that one's so weird. Well, so much for that one. But I think I changed my mind about cutting the Midnight Clock. At least we'll try to keep that one. So we played multiple games. We know our deck is on the slow side. We know our deck needs to be able to respond to other people's threats. It cannot just be... We still want to be playing enchantments, yes, but it doesn't have to be creature-based. So, we'll hold on to Eidolon. We'll play Stinging Lionfish first, but we'll play Stinging Lionfish first. Next turn we play Birth into... We'll play the Plains, play Birth. Actually, you can play Birth, untap, play Eidolon, untap. We have to... Oh, but this is during an opponent's turn. Yeah, this is the part I don't like about this one. It's so great to combo if we can get it to work on our turn. I'm actually kind of down on the Lionfish right now. At least with the setup that we have. I probably will still keep the Birth of Meletis. It's a good way to get set up early. Yeah, we're definitely keeping that up top. That's literally... So we might actually hold on these. We might just play Birth of Meletis. Grab even more lands off our deck. Opponent is playing white-black. Agonizing Remorse would be fine for us now because our con's still on top. No, Birth of Meletis. This could be a Doom Foretold style deck. Okay, so we got that. Actually, I might just play Lionfish first. Let's force our opponent to come up with a response to this. Let's start putting a little early pressure. Next turn... Yeah, this one's a bit weird. I would much prefer be able to play Archon into something. That might have to wait a bit. Opponent probably has a removal spell for this. Not that I would waste a removal spell on this. This one's... Yeah, the Lionfish is feeling really bad right now. I like the control elements. I like the Banishing Light. The Capture Sphere... Yeah, it's kind of a concession. One has some Indulgent Attrition. Might as well swing now. See if we can trigger a block. If our opponent blocks with just the wall, we leave it alone. Next turn I play Birth of Meletis. If he blocks with the... Yeah, that's the correct block. Oh, he's blocking with both. Well... At least we got rid of that one. Then... Yeah, now we're incentivized to play Birth of Meletis. So next turn, let's try to avoid playing Archon of Sun's Grace this early. Yeah, so this is basically a life gain deck. The only thing I'm not so happy about this is that all the good life gain cards are, well, Oath of Kai comes to mind. That one's going away. You would need to set up Birth of Meletis with Life Linker, and you'd have to do it on your own turn. So, let's see if we can incur Mills lands. I'm gonna offer the trade. If we trade off of the Mar Triton, that's fine actually. Then I'll play Eidolon. Yeah, it feels a bit premature, but I do want to have something on the board. Or I could just actually hold back. Yeah, our opponent's trading. Let's hold back. You know what? Let's hold back. I only need to benefit once. I don't need to benefit just to get some semblance of a card advantage. Oh, Splendor Mare with Lightning. Oh, wow. There we go. Then we don't have an artifact, but we now have a plan. Oh, we do have an artifact. Oh, we can. Oh, we could kind of nuke their board. Light of Promise. This one's gonna grow. So we'll block with the wall. Knock on wood, our opponent doesn't have an answer to the artifact. Light of Promise again. Oh wow. Okay. So, oh, opponent's not even. This is instant, so yeah, we're gonna cast this now. Target. Then this targets this. Then wait, which? That one's the target, so we target this other one. Yeah, Banish into Fable can... Yeah, we're gonna keep the Banish into Fable. That's one of our fewer interactions. And it's kind of one-sided, especially if we could get the artifacts going. I'll still limit our artifacts to 0-4 walls. We don't need to have too many of them. Let's do one more game. I'm just gonna check the time. Yeah. We'll do one more game, then we're going to start editing the deck. Then you know what? We have some time. I might do a few test plays with that. So we now have a good idea how the deck works. Basically, around the half-hour mark, we'll start building up the deck and trying again. So this one's on the slow end, but we can Arcanist Owl into an enchantment. We'll try keeping this. It seems to be leaning more towards white, though the Thirst for Meaning's don't quite... Okay, this is definitely another spells deck. Turn 2 Birth, turn 3 Banishing Light if we have to. We'll definitely try to drop turn for Arcanist Owl. This one's also another consideration. It's also it's an artifact that can... Oh yeah, this is one I'm looking forward to. Yeah, so we're probably just Banishing Light next turn, Arcanist Owl next turn. Hopefully we can hit the mana, but we should be able to... No, we're probably not hit... I don't think we'll be able to hit Brine Giant early. Yeah, we have to take that hit first. Okay, we'll save that one for later. We're definitely banishing this one. And next turn, Arcanist Owl. Let's dig for... Yeah, definitely another enchant. We could also cast Thirst for Meaning. It does feel a bit awkward when to cast it. opponent... Okay, our opponent's probably gonna start digging into Stormwing entities and whatnot. There's a Stormwing entity. So this one costs 6. Yeah, we'll play Arcanist Owl. Let's see if we can dig into another Banishing Light or... We'll take the suit. And but we did get rid of 3 lands, so I'll take that. So next turn, we probably just play suit into Birth. If we block the Sprite Dragon. Though our opponent probably just burns us, so we don't have that option. Fire Prophecy is very good in this deck. Frantic Inventory. He might actually just swing with this Stormwing entity. There's no reason to commit that. Okay, take it. A little bit painful. There's a Knight of the Hidden Coves. But we need to hit that 1 more mana, so we're gonna play Birth. There's an All That Glitters. We can cast Curse for Meaning. I'm probably gonna play the Shambling Suit just to have... And 16 life, yeah, we still have... Kinda have plenty. Because our next plan is to just banish into Fable these guys. Sprite Dragon, oh perfect, we now have 3 targets. Crash True. So we're taking 9 damage. Oh, we might be dead already. Up. Ooh, let's do it. 9, 10, 12. Another spell takes it to 15. So we are very close to dead. Okay, not there yet. So I'm just gonna swing with the Shambling Suit. We're gonna wait for our opponent to cast something first, then... Frantic Inventory. Sure, we'll let that resolve. I want our opponent to be greedy here. I don't know if our opponent runs counter spells. Crash True. So I'm gonna wait for him to tap 1 more. Yeah, you generally, if you have this much, you're very greedy. Okay, that's counters. Unsummon. Still going. And bouncing the Owl in hand is okay because we still have... Okay, this... Our opponent might have to counter. Well, c'est la vie. Yeah, we're dead if he counters any one of these copies. Yeah, Moment of Truth, guys. Shock. Okay, we're down to 2. Okay. Okay, that one's the first one. We target the second one, and we bounce the third one. Okay. We gain 2 life, so... Okay, back to 4. Okay, we'll play Arcanist Owl first. Eidolon of Epiphany. Philosophy. Yeah, we'll take it. I would have preferred the Karametra's Blessing. Gonna swing with everything. Oh wait, that's enough already. So yeah, we're definitely keeping the Banish into Fable because no one seems to anticipate that. We're gonna keep the Artifact and Enchantment sub-team. The Shambling Suit happened to work in this game, but I think we can do better than that. So, okay, so we're now gonna actually take a look at our second deck now. Let's see how are we gonna change this. So what's our big losers? Stinging Lionfish, kind of a big loser here. Eidolon of Philosophy, this one's good late game, but kind of not so great now. Naiad, let's hold on to that for a while. Shambling Suit, not so great. We'll hold on to the Broodmoth, but I actually do want to change this also. Brine Giant, let's cut those for now because it's very hard to set up. So what are the cards that I definitely want to put in? And we definitely want to remember, yeah, that we're limited to these. I might even need to craft some cards. Well, Daxos is a way to benefit off life gain. We can actually make it the Daxos Heliod style deck. We are gaining life out of off Archon of Sun's Grace. Eidolon of Obstruction is also another decent creature, especially off Karametra's Blessing. Actually, that one's probably something we can cut too. Glass Casket is good early removal to go along with Banishing Light, but first let's add another Banishing Light. We definitely want to add... We definitely want to add Omen of the Sun. Let's start with 3 copies of that. We'll add 2 Omen of the Sea. We can also add Ominous Seas as well. This is also another way to get... It's another way for us to get cards, and we're drawing multiple off turns for meaning, so that's one way to do it. We'll cut all that glitters. We're shifting more towards control. We'll add another Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Broodmoth. It's very strange here. Let's swap it with another Archon of Sun's Grace. Naiad kind of works better with the Omens. Arcanist Owl. I think I do like the fact that we get card advantage of Arcanist Owl. Okay, let's take a look at our white again. Because I read... Shatter the Sky is also an option we can add. So we have multiple ways of card draw. We have multiple enchantments. I guess we max out on Birth. We already have 2 Archon of Sun's Grace. That's fine. Capture Sphere... It's kind of weird. I kind of just would rather have... Well, we could just add another Banish into Fable. Okay, Cub Wardens. Let's check our flash cards. What are the other flash cards we can add? Because we need to do all this instant speed. Let's just add another Naiad. I'll ditch the Midnight Clock. Okay, Strix is flash. It also helps cast our expensive stuff, so we'll actually add one of him. Yeah, I think I want to cut the Capture Spheres. We could just... Yeah, maxing out Naiad's weird. Ominous Seas is not so bad. We have one more... We can add one more Mythic. I kind of want to add at least 2. Like, another Kiora Best the Sea God is kind of there, but it's also kind of expensive. Well, there's Basri Ket. Teferi also helps us with card draw. That's something we could add. Mangara the Diplomat. Yeah, it doesn't kind of quite fit our deck style. There's a Baneslayer Angel. Let's see. The only things that don't fly... The only thing that doesn't fly is the Naiad of the Hidden Coves. I kind of want more enchantments instead. Actually, we'll add one Realm Cloak Giant. It's kind of a double. It helps us wipe the board if we need to. Then that leaves us with another slot. Third Archon, not so great. I would rather just have the Arcanist Owl right at that point. I guess we could just max this out. We could actually max this or max Thirst. So let's do a land check. We can... Another thing we can do is add artifacts, like say, if we're mean, we can add Witch's Oven, but We don't need that many artifacts. We just... Birth of Meletis gives us some artifacts already. I can see an argument for adding another Banish into Fable. But I don't want to craft one, so we're not gonna do that. Solemn Simulacrum is actually a good add here also. It helps us accelerate to our top end stuff. In fact, our curve right now, it's kind of reasonable actually. Oh, we're actually running 25 lands. I'm gonna cut one, go to 24. Then I guess we just add another. We'll add another Ominous Seas. It probably should be Thirst for Meaning, but at least we have a plan. We have a plan we can enact early, and we have a plan that we can go on late. So let's check lands first. Fabled Passage. Then we actually have the full complement of temples, so I'm actually gonna do that. And I'm actually gonna cut some of the Tranquil wait. We'll cut 2 of the Tranquil Coves. So this is a better mana fit. Is there any other land that we can add? Not really. Mother's Enclave. Plausible, but no. Yeah, this is it. We're going to we're gonna do Starry-Eyed version 2. And we're gonna put a sleeve on this so that people don't suspect it's the I can even apply styles. So yeah. So we're gonna give this one a shot. Probably should have changed the art so that we don't get confused on that one. So we're gonna do version 2. So we'll see if the changes are better or worse. We know our creature count is on the low side. We know our interactions pretty much one-on-one. We might actually start running into some of the more busted decks at this point also. And right off the bat, it's fine. We have a Fabled Passage. We can dig for blue mana. So turn 2 Ominous Seas. Turn 3 Birth of Meletis, play a land. I'm kind of scared of this deck because this is super aggro. I'm expecting to see and our deck is very slow for this purpose. So we're looking at super aggro deck. Oh, this could be Winota Dogs. This is gonna be a problem. We have a wall. So definitely keeping this one because we can birth next turn, play a land, and we're literally knocking on wood that our omen carries us. Yeah, we need one more land. So this is not the. We're gonna take a bit of damage. And our opponent's gonna drop Winota next turn for sure. Alpine Watchdog. So far it's clean. We did not hit the land, and I actually have to hold on to this. So we're actually gonna just pass. But we're really in trouble. The most I can do is snipe the Selfless Savior, snipe the Underworld Rage Hound. Oh, no Winota. Okay, we'll take that. At least there's no pack leader, so this one's not wasted. No, our opponent might have a way to pump, but let's force it out of our opponent. And we'll block it. And yeah, we'll block everything. We've already taken quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure our opponent has some sort of pump effect. Ember Cleave. That's fine. So we take a bunch of damage. Yeah, he might as well sack it. Next turn, fight is 1. Ooh. So we're taking 7 damage. We're still alive, but barely. And we're forced to... Yeah, we're forced to Banishing Light the Ember Thief. This is super aggro. Like, we're still taking 3 damage a turn. If our opponent has another Ember Cleave, well, we were kind of done for anyway at that point. This one, Arcanist Owl is starting to not look so great. I'm probably gonna bin those in favor of even more reactive stuff. That's another Ember Cleave. So by putting it there, we're not quite dead yet. But we're probably dead next turn. Yeah, we kind of want Oh, the Shattered Sky's not gonna do it because our opponent has enough dogs. Yeah, we got stuck on lands for a long time. So let's see, we're down to 5. Yeah, I'm forced to play this. Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, I'm forced to throw it in front of the blocker. It's horrible. And he has Scorching Ray. Good game. So yeah, we were missing lands for a while. We only hit the 4th land very late. I guess we probably should put that 25th land back. We'll do one more game. Then we'll put that 25th land back. Probably should have cast the Thirst for Meaning earlier. Yeah, opponent have... Yeah, Ember Cleave is a problem. We need... I'm tempted to put counter spells, but not so much. Okay, not so great in terms of lands. The Temple of Enlightenment needs to dig for a land. Omen is C, same thing. So, nope. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot of turn 1 temples at this rate. Yeah, I think this is us getting punished for cutting that 25th land. Okay, crash through. Yeah, we'll cast this. He's already demonstrated there's no counters at this point. Definitely want that. As much as I want Elspeth, everything are... Only the Stormwings are expensive. So next turn, I'm actually gonna play Naiad. It makes our Omens cheaper. Heck, I could actually even play the second Naiad. If our opponent doesn't burn this, I could just play the second Naiad and... There's a riddle for it. We're not attacking. 1 mana can mean anything. So, but I will play Naiad number 2. Okay, that's premature. Actually, no, we can't play Naiad. We have to play this. Because we need to start digging closer to our... And I will just attack with Naiad now because our opponent already demonstrated that... Yeah, by using the shock right then and there. Okay, we'll cast Omen now because that's our only chance to do so. So we're gonna start fighting back and forth up in the air. I might just... If I can draw another land, we're sold on Solid and Naiad. Good. Kind of want one more... Kind of wish it was blue. It would have given us the option to cast tricks. But now we have the option to, well, start making a ground army, and we can start sacking these soon. Yeah, we really need that second boost. Opponent's opting. I'm suspecting our opponent's going for Stormwing Entity. Trix is actually... Yeah, Stormwing Entity. Yeah, let's cast the Omen now. We can even swing just to let one of the tokens die. Yeah, if I still had Karametra's Blessing, but that's another story. Well, we do have the mana for Banish into Fable now. As long as nothing bad happens to Naiad, we're good on that point. But we can buy some time now, actually. We'll Banishing Light first. We'll Banishing Light, swing with the team. We'll break our opponent's back later. Yeah, because if we're gonna go for this one, we have to be able to deal enough damage to our opponent in one swoop. Otherwise, our opponent just casts everything again. Yeah, still missing that blue source. Opponent's crashing through. Does he have the other mana for Stormwing Entity? He does. I actually need one more mana to do this on... No, he's not even going for it. Raising bar, bounce another token. Sure, that's fine. The fact that he's doing it on the token instead of our Naiad of the Hidden Coves means that we still have the banish play possible. So, opponent's definitely gonna cast a spell, trigger the Riddle form. Crash through. Okay, that's fine. This is very all in. The only caveat is we're not going to... Our opponent can just cast this on their turn. Yes. Yeah, if there's one thing I want to bounce, it's definitely the Dorat. The Sprite Dragon. We don't get the third one, but yeah, this is fine. I think we have enough gas. Opponent recast Riddle form, has to cast that. I'm gonna cast Omen first because I really want to hit that blue source. Okay, we hit that blue source. We also hit that Elspeth Conquers Death. I guess I will hold on to this. No, let's bin this. So 2, 4, 6. I'm assuming our opponent still has a spell too, so he can get Riddle form. Okay, so we lose both. Yeah, we lose quite a bit of our board. But he's running out of spells to trigger Riddle form. So now I have to decide if I cast off. Yeah, we'll cast Ominous Seas now. Because next turn, I want to just hold up, be able to cast this. Opponent. Let's assume that this is still another... Oh no, he's holding back. Okay. Because I can technically just wait. Opponent's scrying. Okay. So it won't hit these, but it will hit this one. Brazen Borrower, sure. So we're definitely casting tricks next turn. Okay, might still have a burn spell. No, and concedes. Yeah, I was concerned there might be a burn spell, but at least we would have taken that down. And we could start sacking. We could start sacking our omens to get stuff back. I already feel like I want to cut the Arcanist out for another Archon and something else cheaper. Let's do that now. So we're gonna cut the Arcanist out. We're gonna add another Archon. I said I want some cheaper stuff. Now, the choices are Karametra's Blessing, or... Actually, there is another form of cheap removal. I guess I could also play Eidolon of Obstruction. We haven't run into a Planeswalker deck yet. It's probably about time. We'll run the Glass Caskets. We'll give this one a try. Alternately, I can just run one Glass Casket and we bring back the Midnight Clock. So, yeah, we'll give this one a run. Actually, now that I think of it, yeah, Realmcloak Giant is our one board wipe. Kiora is great, but might be slow. Yeah, if you can make another Banish into Fable, it's okay. But I think one is enough to break them. You just need to be able to respond to their stuff early enough. So yeah, oh, that's quite a long time. We took a long time on that one game. This will be our last one. We'll see if then we'll call it. I'll post the deck list later. Yeah, not so many people playing this new one. Really should. Or is really no one gonna show up? Oh no, someone's there. It's just lagging. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Okay, this is awfully weird now. Am I literally stuck on this loop forever? I know they they already found a match for us. We're probably gonna get hit. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say we're probably gonna get hit with your connection has disconnected. Some sort of message like that. And we would have called it the night anyway. Okay, cool effect. I actually like this one more. Burn the Jace doll. Yeah, we're actually a lit. This one gets a blade. Good boy. And yeah, I think we disconnected at some point. This one just scratches way too much for his own good. Reminding me of my own. Okay, this is very weird. Connection is not panning out. You know what? This is a no consequence game. Let's just concede. And we're gonna call this. So there you go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. I'm going to be exploring the other 9 decks as we go through. I did not put Yorion in. Probably should have, but this is really a more budget build. If I want to put Yorion, I would probably put 2 copies, and I would have to fill out another 20 cards. If you guys want to do that, that's actually quite fine. I'll think about that maybe when Zendikar Rising comes out. A bunch of new stuff would come out by then. But for now, that's pretty much my take on the White-Blue Constellation Precon and how to kind of make things better. So there you go. Anyway, Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, everyone.